I would like to request Professor Amarendra Mishra Sir, Director DMIS, to pay tribute to Professor Devendra Mishra Sir by garlanding his portrait. So now I would like to request you to formally welcome the gathering this occasion.
Dear friends, I, on behalf of myself and all the students of late Professor Mishra, extend my heartiest welcome to all of you. Today, this evening, at the Devendra Mishra Memorial Lecture. The Devendra Mishra Memorial Lecture is organized every year by the Institute on 6th of July on the death anniversary of Professor Mishra. Today is his 19th death anniversary. He was born on 29th December 1919 and died on 6th July 2005 at the age of 85 years. He was a great teacher, a great statistician, a great social worker, and overall, a great human being. Devendra Mishra Institute of Statistics feel proud and pleasure to share with all of you that previously many eminent scholars of their respective fields have delivered this memorial lecture. If I remember, some of them are Dr. Ravi Bhushan Prasad Verma, demographer, Canada; Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Deputy Director, IIT Kanpur; Dr. Markande Rai, Senior Advisor, Habitat, UNO; Dr. Arun Kumar Sinha, Vice Chancellor, Patna University; Dr. Omkareshwar Prasad, former Director, Directorate of Statistics and Evaluation, Government of Bihar; Dr. Rama Shankar, Institute of Science and Technology, Eritrea, East Africa; Dr. J.K. Sinha, Senior Joint Director, Directorate of Statistics and Economics, Government of Bihar; Dr. Vivek Verma, Department of Statistics, Assam University, Silchar; and besides these, there have been many others also. Today, we feel privileged that Dr. P.C. Verma, former head of the department and University Professor of Economics, Patna College, Patna University, and a distinguished scholar of his field, a prominent economist, is going to deliver today's memorial lecture. The Devendra Mishra Institute of Statistics expresses its gratefulness to him. My special welcome to Dr. P.C. Verma and my thanks to him for readily accepting my request to deliver a lecture today. Thank you, Verma ji. Thank you very much. The National Institute of Statistics was established 7 years back in the memory of late Professor Mishra, keeping in view his invaluable contributions to the teaching of statistics and research in statistics, making statistics popular among students and spreading its teaching in various colleges and universities. The main objectives of the institute are to make statistics popular among people and to highlight its importance and its common applications in one's daily life. As statistics has become the key technology of the modern era, knowledge of statistics would be as much essential for a common man as it is reading and writing today. The other objectives are to impart teaching in data analysis, to undertake projects related to statistical analysis, to guide the aspirants of ISS, IAS, and of other competitive examinations, to conduct some short-term specific courses for researchers in various disciplines such as medical science, social sciences, commerce, business, and many others. I once again welcome you all at this memorial lecture. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your eloquent introduction and for helping us to commence this memorial with grace and dignity. Now I request Shri Ajit Kumar Sinha, sir, Managing Director, DMIS, if you could share a life sketch of Professor Devendra Mishra, sir, highlighting his journey, accomplishments, and the indelible impact he has left behind. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Pridarshini. While welcoming today's key speaker, Professor P.C. Verma, I would like to give you a brief account of Professor Devendra Mishra. Professor Devendra Mishra was born in a village, Sonbarsa, Shahpur district of Bhojpur, on 29 December 1919 in a respectable Gautam Gotra family. He was youngest son of late Triveni Mishra and His mother's name was Lakshmi Devi. He completed his middle class schooling from Shahpur Middle School. His father wanted that his son should be taught Sanskrit. His father didn't want to take risk in the case of his only son, but his mother didn't believe in all that blind feelings and was firm that his son will get education from English medium and will be an officer after completing his education. And to her firmness, the family members had to yield. Might be because Mishra ji was destined to be a great statistician and a great teacher as well. Mishra ji, after doing matriculation from Calcutta University, did his IA and BA from Patna University in first division with high marks in all his above examinations. After BA, the question was what to do further. As Mishra ji was first to have education in his family, his father had a desire that his son should join some service, and therefore he joined as a mathematics teacher in Bharoli High School under his Shahpur police station. After teaching for some years, he moved to Vihta High School as a mathematics and geography teacher. But his aspiration was to have higher education in order to have greater success in life. Then came a turning point in his life in the year 1948. He saw an advertisement of Patna University in Bihar Gazette about opening of a new diploma course in statistics. Mishra ji came to Patna and joined the course, leaving behind the service of a teacher in Beta High School. After doing diploma he completed MA in statistics with highest marks, first class first. For his was broken by his son, Professor Amarendra Mishra. Professor Devendra Mishra was appointed a lecturer of statistics in Patna University in the year 1951. That very year on which he topped in his MA statistics examination. Within some years, he was known as a brilliant lecturer, and in 1957, Patna University sent him to Tribhuvan University, Kathmandu, Nepal, as examination supervisor. As in those days, the examination of Tribhuvan University was conducted by Patna University. Mishra ji became reader in the year 1966, and in 1972, he rose to the highest post of Professor of Statistics in Patna University. Till then, he was known name in statistics in the entire country and was getting invitations from different universities of the country for delivering lectures as well as other teaching obligations. He was made head of Department of Statistics of Patna University 3 times within a span of 15 years. His contributions as member or head of various academic committees are still remembered in the university. He represented Government of India at Bangkok International Conference in 1972 on the mechanism of population control and research. As because of his untiring efforts, one of its unit started functioning in Patna University right from the year 1966. Its entire expenditure was borne by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of Government of India. Patna University's Distance Education Directorate came into existence in the year 1974 under able leadership of Professor Devendra Mishra ji. Professor Mishra ji was made its founder director. Not only this, he was elevated to the post of Dean Science Faculty, and many students did research work and got PhD under his admirable supervision. Many of his students are still earning laurels in India and other parts of the world. Thus, starting his career from the post of a school teacher, he rose to the highest post of teaching and established himself as an international scholar of his subject, statistics, really a rare example of achievements. Besides teaching obligations, Professor Mishra ji was also actively associated with many social and cultural activities. He also served as state head of Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad later and became its All India Vice President. He was also among founder members of Pragya Samiti and for many years served it as its vice chairperson and chairman of Council of Patrons. Such was his personality that whoever had an opportunity to meet him used to get fascinated. A man of very simple living, pleasing social nature, full of intellect in his talks, he was a legend in the real sense of the term. In spite of all his achievements, he had deep connect with the soil of his village, and in spite of his busy schedule, would find time to go to his village. After retirement in 1983, he used to live in his village with his wife. His wife, Amravati Devi, left for her heavenly abode in December 2004. After 7 months of her passing away, Professor Mishra ji also left for his last journey at his Patna residence of Rajendra Nagar on 6th of July 2005. Thus, a life full of struggle came to an end and Shahabad lost his jewel. However, it would be very appropriate to say that he is still alive in the physical body of his eldest son, as is a saying, like father, like son. His eldest son, Professor Amarendra Mishra, has literally proved it. By beating his father's academic records and achievements, he glorified his father all the more. Professor Amarendra Mishra also made a mark by establishing himself as an international scholar of statistics. Besides chairing all the posts such as Head of Statistics Department, Dean of Faculty of Science, Director of Distance Education, and many more, that too in the same Patna University. Besides contributing in his subject statistics by writing and publishing many very useful books for the students, teachers, and researchers of statistics, he has also authored books on his poems and short stories in Hindi and Bhojpuri, such as अंजुरी भर मेरी भी थोड़ा अब जीना चाहूं and आखिर के ठगाता, and this writing is going on and we expect that many more Hindi books, Bhojpuri, Kahani and other stats books are to come in future. Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for your very nice live sketch of sir. Now, please join me in welcoming a person of great esteem, a guiding light in the field of economics, Professor P.C. Verma sir, former HOD and University Professor of Economics, Patna College, Patna University, our key speaker for today's program. Professor P.C. Verma sir is a well-known name in the field of economics. He is a renowned and distinguished economist. Most of his students are holding top positions in their fields. Under the able guidance of Professor Verma, his students compete at the UPSC, APSC examinations. He is very popular among his students. He became a lecturer in economics by getting top position in BPSC selection and recommendations in 1974 and became lecturer in economics in 1973. He was promoted to reader and university professor in 1989 under Patna University and worked till 2016 following his retirement. Professor Verma worked as a guest faculty at MBA at Patna University, in PG-DAS in Statistics Department, Science College, Patna University, and at Chanakya Law University, National Law University. Professor Verma is a widely traveled man. He has visited Poland, Germany, and Holland on educational workshops with vice chancellors and 30 students of Chanakya National Law University. He also worked as guest faculty at NIFTM, Sonipat, Haryana, and guest faculty at BIT Mishra, Patna campus for MBA. He is the author of many important books in statistics such as Bihar Economy, Surplus Labor in Bihar, Manpower Quantification in Bihar Agriculture. Sir, we are deeply honored by your presence today and eagerly anticipate the wisdom you will share. May I kindly invite you to present your lecture on the topic Endogenous Growth and Role of Knowledge as Human Capital. Over to you, sir.
First of all, I pay my respect to late Dr. Devendra Mishra. When he was teaching at Patna University, at that time I was a junior lecturer. And there is a connection between economics and statistics. Most of the economics students had statistics. So they go from Patna College to Science College for reading statistics. I am indebted to a statistics department, Patna University, because I have visited once there to find out our former Vice Chancellor Arun Kumar Singh about the international conference to be held in USA under the International Institution of Economics and Statistics. I could not see him, but on the desk table I saw under the glass that invitation was there. I just copied the address and came to my house, and I developed a topic that is the quantification of labor, agricultural labor. Quantification of agricultural labor in India, case study of B. And some econometrics applications was there also, some equations, and on the basis of World Bank data, which I received at Pusa Agricultural University, listed there in connection with PhD 1. That data I established, and that I sent to address which I have taken from Statistics Department. Under class, nobody was there, and I was waiting some time for the teachers right after. That address I put on the envelope and send it to the university. I got a letter from the institution that you present your paper in California long which this was a surprising news for me, and one of the correspondents there in science, he threw the news in Indian Nation at that time that young lecturer going to USA presenting research paper on quantification of surplus manpower in Bihar, late agriculture. And it was a news. And how to go to many things I was not knowing that at that time. So I connect this to the statistics department that even impetus to do such research work just visiting one day. Now I have got the great opportunity to be associated with this institution. I saw the working of the Dr. Devendra Mishra relating to population, demography, and education, open education system. That is we call correspondence course. Or these two are the tools of endogenous growth model which we are going to discuss. It means Dr. Devendra Mishra has done the work in Bihar, which was same work is being done in US by Arrow, by J. Arrow. And J. Arrow discussed importance of education, importance of outside school, that is like correspondence course in our country, open education, not going to school but reading same course. So Kenneth Arrow was awarded Nobel Prize for this type of activities, and he was awarded Nobel Prize in 1972. What Dr. Sri Devendra Mishra was doing here in Bihar economy. So I correlated the activity of Dr. Mishra with the activities of Kenneth J. Arrow in foreign country and becoming the science, economic science, getting the Nobel Prize in 1972. Thereafter again I saw an American economist. He was doing the same thing what Dr. Mishra had done in Bihar. They have opportunities, wider opportunities. Robert E. Lucas Jr., he got a Nobel Prize in 1995. What he said? Learning by doing. Learning by doing. He was in favor of endogenous growth for the development. Thirdly, recently we saw Michael Romer, 2018. He was awarded Nobel Prize in economics for contribution to understanding long-term economic growth and its relation to the technological innovation. And population quality, education quality, availability to large number of people, and if it is free, then it is very good, and if it is taken, then the minimum amount will be taken for that. So these three Nobel Prize winner economists are available in any research work list. Kenneth J. Arrow, 1972, Richard Lucas, 1995, and Paul Michael Romer, American economist, Chicago School of Economics, 2018. Dr. Devendra Mishra ji is recalled every year till we are alive. Next, other will follow it. His contribution related to the Population Research Center, and in 1966, that is one point he was in a statistics department. He should have concern to it, but he has wider vision. He saw that the population policy, population control, population quality, and demographic and social science, all these are interrelated. And the basic thing in our Bihar economy is population. So how to help them, number one. Number two, how to give facilities to larger number of students, quality education of Patna University without getting admission in Patna College, Science College and other. It was, seats were limited. And there were many students, good students of Bihar wanted to read it. Most of them joined DDE, Directorate of Distance Education. I am also saying that all teachers, good teachers of Patna College, Science College, Magad Mahila Women's College, they taught these students. Most of them are now gazetted officers, state level, and bank officers and in UPSC. They were not could not get admission in Science College. It was very difficult to become a student of Science College. And it is also very difficult to become a lecturer in Patna University. So, this quality education at that time, it was supposed, I am not talking about today, I am talking about the last 50 years we have spent in reading and writing and the things. What I find that DDE was one of the best way to have larger number of students, desired students, quality students from rural areas, poor person, poor student, poor family, financial problem, residential problem in Patna, many factors. But they got admission, they are in DDE, and they could achieve whatever they could achieve reading in Delhi or in Patna College, Patna Science College. So this work was done, crucial role in providing educational opportunities to a broader audience. That was the motive of Dr. Amarendra Mishra. So, father of Amarendra Mishra. And Ajit Babu said that the highest number which our respected Sriman Dr. Devendra Mishra ji got highest marks. That marks was broken by his son Amarendra ji. This is a story everywhere. Those who are connected to this one, they tell this that, and this is at present Ajit Babu had narrated. So I was glad to work for this purpose, and I wanted to correlate the motive, the intention, and the post towards the cause of education, towards the cause of population, their demography, all these will give data and the things for the Bihar growth rate. So, the same thing was done by Kenneth Arrow, Lucas, and Paul Romer. And all these three economists were awarded Nobel Prize. The Nobel Prize came in 1969. So many scholars could not get it because after 69 it has come. So some of the persons got the Nobel Prize not because of economics, but because of statistics and econometrics. I owe to statistics econometrics because I was a student of LS College, Muzaffarpur, Bihar University. It is nowadays it is Ambedkar Bihar University. There I was reading. I have taken a special paper, econometrics and statistics, and there was a scarcity of teacher. Knowing this, and some teachers were appointed for that, but they are not giving such type of teaching. It was very difficult at that time. But two person, myself and one my friend, stick to that we will do it. So this was thing. When I came to Patna University, there was no statistics in economics, honors, and people were against it. Dr. Ken Prasad was the Vice Chancellor. In a meeting I requested him that statistics, econometrics should be added to MA in economics and graduation's level. This is good because at national level our student will be benefited. And after some time he agreed. In a meeting he said in Patna College that old parrot cannot sing new song. And he told my name that he will do this work of forming syllabus. 3-4 days they spent on preparing syllabus, but it was difficult for them to prepare syllabus. Seeing the syllabus of Delhi University, they said that we have to teach more and more what you are telling. There were many teachers who are in favor of, there were many against. I requested them, don't request parents to take syllabus of Delhi University and change it. Patna University and one economic, Bihar economy should be added to it. And then statistics, econometrics, all these are added to the paper. Economics honors and master degree, statistics and econometrics were developed. One Mukherjee Sahab, at that time Mukherjee Sahab and one science engineering college teacher, Guha Sahab, what's the name? They were teaching it. So, I want to communicate to you that the motive of Dr. Devendra Mishra was fear of poor people that deprived of education, high education, quality education, because of not availability of seat, 60 seats, and population problem was also with him, and education with that. So he decided to develop Institute of Correspondence course in 1974, and he became the first director to run it, and this has given wide opportunities to large number of students of Bihar to read in a correspondence course and getting their goal achieved. So I pay respect to our respected late Dr. Devendra Mishra ji, and I am fortunate to pay tribute in this conference, in this seminar today. He was always facilitating knowledge exchange and capacity building among statisticians and researchers. His intention was that. Now, the topic which I have agreed to tell about, that is known as endogenous growth. This is very simple, but nobody took care for the last more than 50 years. Let us begin with the basic definition of this exogenous growth theory. Exogenous growth posits that economic growth is primarily the result of internal forces rather than external one. Internal forces and external forces. Most of the previous Nobel Prize winner economists stressed upon external forces, and internal forces were not taken into consideration. And a recent trend that endogenous growth theory posits that economic growth is primarily the result of internal forces rather than external forces. This theory emphasizes the long-term growth is driven by investment in human capital. Investment in human capital. What Professor Devendra Mishra ji had done it in Bihar, in Patna University. Human capital. Growth, the theory emphasizes that long-term growth is driven by investments in human capital innovation, and knowledge, which are essential for the Indian economy as it transitions into a knowledge-based economy. Second thing in that seminar, I want to place core concept of endogenous growth. At the heart of endogenous growth theory is the idea that technology and innovation are endogenous. They arise from within the economy. Investment in human capital, research and development, R&D, and knowledge creation are pivotal. These elements foster continuous improvements in productivity and consequently economic growth. Unlike exogenous models, endogenous growth theory incorporates feedback mechanism, which is very essential. Feedback mechanism will tell us that what is happening satisfactorily or not. That is in this model. For instance, investments in human capital lead to technological advancement, which further enhances productivity and growth. This creates a virtual cycle where growth fuels more. This is called the endogenous growth model. Another thing is related to that is knowledge as human capital. Knowledge as human capital. Human capital refers to the economic value of the workforce. A skill, knowledge, and a key component of human capital is particularly important because it drives innovations and efficiency. In India, the importance of human capital is reflected in the country's focus on education and skill development. For example, initiatives like the National Skill Development Mission aim to provide vocational training to millions of young Indians, enhancing their employability and productivity. Then we talk about the mechanism of knowledge-driven growth. Knowledge-driven growth. There are several ways through which knowledge-driven growth can be mentioned. First is education and training. Quality education system equip individuals with the necessary skills and knowledge to participate effectively in the economy. Continuous training ensures that the workforce remains adaptable to changing technological landscapes. The Right to Education Act in India ensures free and compulsory education for children, laying the foundation for a knowledgeable and skilled workforce. This free education is two sides. You will listen to advertisement of Australia. They say in the advertisement, come to Australia, free education, quality education, free health services. And all these are actually happen there. Therefore, there is a continuous flow from Patna. I have seen most of the going to Australia for employment. But free education in our case, free health services in our case is considered to be in the mindset inferior. Any rich person don't like this free education. A large number of people think that free education is not supporting for which it is free. We can have an investigation and find it out, the quality of free education. Free education means there should be quality education freely sent to the rural people, to the people who are living in that school where free education is there. The quality is also important. In our country, it is under certain doubt, and therefore it requires a statistical investigation that free education is really fulfilling the objective for which it is being done. And this Right to Education Act in India ensures free and compulsory education for children, laying the foundation for a knowledgeable and a skilled labor force. Second is very, very popular term, R&D, research and development. In endogenous growth model, research and development is most important item for which our institution, a statistical institution, will create a force power having this knowledge and work under investment in research and development leads to the creation of new knowledge and technology which are essential for innovation. For instance, India's space research program led by ISRO has made a significant advancement, positioning India as a key player in space technology. We can recall when this technology failed in Chandrayaan first time, then the person was weeping. And our president, our prime minister went there and hugged him and patting him on his back that don't continue it. And next time success was obtained. Such type of positive attitude must be there. And this is not only boost national pride, but also stimulates related technological sectors. And lastly, in this case, spillover effects. This spillover effects is very, very important. If the good things are spillovers, it will have faster and rate of growth, multiple rate, and knowledge is most important factor in this case. Knowledge spillovers are critical. When knowledge is shared, either internationally through collaboration or unintentionally through the movement of skilled workers, it benefits the entire economy. The growth of IT sector in Bangalore, sir was recently coming from Bangalore. IT sector in Bangalore often referred to as the Silicon Valley of India. In USA, there is a matter of proud for us that Silicon Valley of India is respected everywhere in the world. An example of how knowledge spillovers can drive regional and national economic growth. Then the policy implications. To harness the benefits of endogenous growth, government policy must support education, research and development, innovation. This involves investing in educational institutions. This is very important. Investing in educational institutions, providing incentives for private sector R&D, and creating an environment conducive to innovation. Government role is also important. Government can play a crucial role by investing in human capital through education and healthcare, ensuring a well-educated and healthy workforce. The initiatives like Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan aim to universalize elementary education, and the Ayushman Bharat scheme aims to provide healthcare to millions of the Indians. Investment in human capital. Public and private investment in human capital is crucial. Policies should ensure that education system and well funded, and that there are opportunities for vocational training and higher education. For example, the Skill India mission aims to train over 40 crore people in various skills by 2022-23. Then the research and development incentives, supporting R&D through grants, tax incentives, partnership, technological advancement. The Atal Innovation Mission encourages innovation and entrepreneurship in schools, universities, and industries across India. Then next is intellectual property right. It is very essential. IPR, intellectual property rights, are essential for providing incentive for innovation by protecting investors' right to their creation. India has made significant strides in strengthening the intellectual property rights regime to encourage more innovation and creativity. Now some case studies as example. Let the Silicon Valley of India. Bangalore, often referred as Silicon Valley of India, is a prime example of successful endogenous growth model. The concentration of a skilled human capital, a strong educational institutions like Indian Institute of Science, IISc, and numerous R&D centers have created a hub of innovation driving sustained economic growth. The city benefits from a robust ecosystem that supports the startups and established tech companies alike. In India, another is Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. ISRO's advancement in space technology are a testament to India's growing R&D capabilities. Successful missions like the Mars Orbiter mission, Mangalyaan, have placed India on the global map of space research. These achievements not only inspire technological advancement in related field, but also encourage youth to pursue career in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Make in India initiative. The Make in India initiative aims to transform India into a global manufacturing hub by encouraging investment in manufacturing. The initiative all focuses on skill development, fostering innovation, and protecting intellectual property. This has led to increased job creation and economic growth driven by the development of human capital. It will be better to refer also Bihar economy. I am just telling that all these things which Romer did it, which Lucas did it, which Arrow did it on this endogenous growth model, that should be done by this institution for Bihar development. What is the position of internal factors in Bihar economy and whether it will succeed or we should some change in the method, foolproof result. So reference to Bihar, I have said, Bihar is a state in which rich historical and cultural heritage has been making significant strides in the field of education and human capital development despite various challenges. Educational initiatives. The Bihar government has launched several initiatives to improve the quality of education in the state. Mukhyamantri Balak Balika Cycle Yojana is one of such programs that provides bicycle to students going children, particularly girls, to reduce dropout rates and encourage them to continue their education. Additionally, the Bihar Skill Development Mission aims to enhance the skill of youth, making them more employable. Recently, we have seen Nalanda University. Nalanda University, reviving the ancient Nalanda University is a significant step towards enhancing higher education in Bihar. The university aims to become a hub of academic excellence and research, attracting scholars from around the world and contributing to the statistics intellectual capital. Next, digital initiatives. Bihar is also focusing on digital literacy through programs like Digital India Campaign. Efforts are being made to provide a digital infrastructure and training, enabling citizens to access government services and inform online, thereby improving their quality of life and economic opportunity. Lastly, agricultural innovation. I am concerned for Bihar economy. 89% population is rural, and therefore it is very easy to statistical work in rural areas, because rural areas give you the real picture of the things which are going there. Bihar economy is heavily dependent on agriculture. The state has been promoting innovative agricultural practices and providing training to farmers through Krishi Vigyan Kendra, KVK. These centers offer knowledge and expertise on modern farming technique, enhancing productivity and sustainability in agriculture. Future outlook. Looking ahead, several emerging trends will impact the role of knowledge in growth. Take the example, digital transformation. Digital transformation characterized by the adoption of digital technology across various sectors is reshaping economies. Initiatives like Digital India aim to ensure that government services are made available to citizens electronically by improving online infrastructure and increasing internet connectivity. Next is artificial intelligence, AI, and automation. Artificial intelligence and automation are transforming industries, making it crucial for the workforce to adapt to new roles and technology. Investment in AI research and training programs such as those led by Niti Aayog can ensure that India remains competitive in the global market. And now the present thing, as many persons attending this seminar, is give the seminar global conference. It is globalization has become one of the important factor, and globalization continues to impact how knowledge and innovation is spread across the border. India will its large and skilled workforce can effectively participate in the global economy by investing in human capital and knowledge infrastructure. And lastly, sustainable growth. Sustainable growth is another critical consideration. Policies must ensure that growth is inclusive, benefiting a broader section of society. This involves addressing issues like income inequality and ensuring that everyone has access to quality education and training. Here again I say late Dr. Devendra Mishra ji was capable to develop this model in Bihar, Patna University, that quality education and training was available to large number of people than the total number of students in Patna University itself registered. And this is from correspondence course. So such type of ensuring everyone has access to quality education and training. And that will be possible by this type of correspondence course or online course, such type of course. Sustainable practices can also ensure that economic growth does not come at the expense of environmental health. So environmental health must be taken into consideration before any reorganization of the things. So my facts are whatever I have stated. In economics, it is said by Nobel Prize winner economist Paul Samuelson that without assumptions, economics theory cannot be taken into account. So there are certain assumptions for this endogenous growth model. Assumptions, number one, government should enact policy that help entrepreneurs, which creates new businesses and new jobs. Number two, there are increasing returns to a scale by investing in human capital through education and training. Doing so can improve the quality of labor, which increases productivity. We all know that laws of returns, increasing returns, constant return and decreasing returns. That is the said in classical economics, law of diminishing return. If you do the thing regularly, then the return will be gradually decrease. But in case of human capital, there is always increasing return. This is the difference. This is the difference that if you adopt this endogenous growth model, if the endogenous growth model has assumption, there are increasing returns to the scale by investing in human capital through education and training programs. Doing so can improve the quality of labor, which increases productivity. When I was teaching in NIFTEM, that is at that time that was the central government university under industry department. There was a rule that top 2 students will be sent to USA and the whole expenditure will be done by the government. Such type of innovation should be done for the quality of students, and for that it is said that there are always increasing returns in human capital. With the development of human capital, there is always increasing return. There is no constant return, there is no diminishing return. That is in case of physical capital. If you have machine, then it will start in the early phase increasing return. But again, it will come to the constant return and finally diminishing return. We can recall in Bihar, most of the labor go to the Jamshedpur, Tata, in a iron and steel industry. Go there and get a manpower job. And this was, or in Calcutta, they go there and get a job. But at present, such type of things are not there. Everywhere there is no vacancy. So quality of human capital is having the very feature that it works under law of increasing returns to the scale. So by investing in human capital through education and training program, doing so can improve the quality of labor, which increases productivity. There is a need for government incentive and subsidy for this purpose. This is third assumption. There must be intellectual property right, such as copyright, patents, which will be incentive for businesses to expand their operations. And fifth, investments should be made to improve infrastructure and manufacturing processes in order to achieve innovation in production. And its formula is very simple. Y is equal to A, capital K. Y is equal to K, A, K. It is very popularly known as AK model. Y is equal to AK. Y means total production. A means total factor productivity or the level of technology which is positive constant. The assumption is. And K means both physical capital and human capital. Previously human capital was not there. Only physical capital, machine, factory, all these things are called capital. But he said that the human capital is also one of the important part, and that should be added to K. So Y is equal to AK is a very simple model which is given. Human capital term popularized by economist of the Chicago School. In particular, Gary Baker, Jacob Mincer, and Theodore Schultz. Schultz was also Nobel Prize winner. Human capital is similar to physical means of production, like for example factories and machines. One can invest in human capital via education, training, medical treatment. One's output depends partly on the rate of return on the human capital owned once. The human capital is a means of production into which additional investment yields additional output. Human capital is substitutable but not transferable, like land capital and fixed capital. Fixed capital can be transferable, land can be transferable, labor can be transferable from one to other owner, but human capital is substitutable but not transferable. Human capital is an important endogenous growth factor which must be taken into account for the development. So, the idea that economic growth is due to reasons that are internal to the economy, not because of external reasons. The exogenous growth thereby is built on the idea that improvements in innovation, knowledge, human capital leads to increased productivity, positively affecting the economic outlook. So, features of economic growth theory becomes the endogenous growth theory was first created due to deficiencies and dissatisfaction with the idea that exogenous factors determine long-term growth. Endogenous growth theory was established to refute the neoclassical exogenous growth model as it made predictions about economic growth without factorizing in technological change. Productivity would depend on the progress of technological change, which relies on innovation and human capital. These factors are considered internal to an economy, not external. So, it's a system, knowledge, innovation, human capital, growth. Knowledge, innovation, capital, growth. Such type of virtual cycle. Vicious cycle, no. Vicious cycle is dangerous. As in Bihar or in any underdeveloped country, vicious cycle means one who is poor because he is poor and he will remain poor. As in our case, when I was a student 50 years back, I read that Bihar is the poorest state in India. And when I became lecturer and worked so many years, I taught a student, Bihar is a backward, poor persons in Bihar is highest. And at present, Bihar is the poorest state in India. So, there is basic problem, and this problem can be solved by correct statistical facts finding from that. The statistics, true statistics that is man to man, you asking it, and this true statistics will bring real factor that money is poured into the education system in rural areas. Health is free, education free. That is also in Australia. Then why they are very, very happy and our students reading there, and most of the persons in village itself, they don't send their children to that school. That nobody can highlight it. Nobody can speak it. But if it is all, as you have seen, Banerjee has got a Nobel Prize recently on testing school students. And what was the cause of failure of the students? Some say that teachers' quality is bad, some say management is bad, some say the guardian of the students are bad, many things. But he had a statistical reading and he has taken health factor. He had received Nobel Prize, joined 3 persons. He did a stool survey of the students. Located the school, some schools, different places, and a stool test of all students from 1st to 6th class. This was done at different, and there, then this result was compared. Then that found that there are many things like shortage or deficiency of iron, or most of the students had problem of worms, different types of worms in there, because most of them without slipper, they walk in village areas, and sometimes this was the cause. So he on the basis of real research, he established that if all these will be corrected, the quality of mind of the student will develop. And then from IMF, World Bank, he has put the things, and now government accepted the decision. The students are being given different types of subsidy type, different types of food or vitamin things, tablet, internal tablets. School provides to the students in a 3 months. So there should not be any worm in their inside. Such type of real thing which will develop. If you are engaged in seeing shorts on television, on mobile, everyone has mobile in their hand. I have gone to buy iPhone. I saw a long crowd in Patna, in Boring Road. I asked that why there is a crowd. They are taking mobile, iPhone. And someone said me that you are teaching in Delhi students, you must have mobile, iPhone. And I had Samsung mobile that I am using at present. I said, why? No, sir, it is a sign of some prestige. And I thought that students like this iPhone. I had gone there to buy. So many poor, low middle class, and Bajaj Finance were there providing money to buy iPhone. And iPhone, large number of Biharis have iPhone. It means the credit is given to buy it, and all documents were taken, and they are in queue. Most of you will see in an interview, I asked that Patna, Bangalore, Kolkata, and one state, Cyber City, which has highest per capita income. So some say Bangalore, some say Hyderabad, some say Hyderabad, some say Kolkata. I had put Bihar, Patna also there. Result, nobody tell Patna. But the truth is that Patna town per capita income is greater than same with the Hyderabad, Bangalore and Kolkata. All three are less than the Patna town. This looks absurd that Bihar is a poor state and Patna having the highest per capita income. And if you take the Sivhar near the way of Sitamarhi, Sivhar district, then lowest per capita income Sivhar district. This could be examined, that why this type of disparity. Many things are to be done by this institution, and the soul of Dr. Manniye Devendra Mishra ji will be very, very happy that we are doing the same way what he wanted to do, and having opened the Patna University to large number of students who could not get admission through this correspondence course, and it has given boost to the quality of Patna University students all over Bihar and outside. That's all. Anything, anyone can ask anything which they find it. My lecture is over. thankful to Amarendra ji that he has given me chance to speak in this institution, great institution, and in the name of Dr. Sriman Devendra Mishra ji. His soul is in our heart. His blessings will be Amarendra ji also. He is also having such a poem, Dhua Dhua. It was very much liked by many people, and at that time I surprised that great statistician of Patna University become writing poem. But later on I saw, and today I know that his father had also such type of preference or leaning. So it is a good thing. I was reading a book written by Marshall in 1890. Marshall study 6 hours and teach 4 hours, 10 hours. He had a stone in his kidney, but he was not deviating from this time schedule. And whenever I will ask in any interview, and a student is first class first in economics, I ask him that tell me the definition of Marshall and where it is written. So he said that he may say definition of Marshall, but where it is written, he was not knowing. Actually, Marshall, in Marshall book, it is not said the Marshall definition. First paragraph of the Principles of Economics 1890, first paragraph is definition. In any interview, I ask topper, have you read that book? If say yes, so tell me that his definition is in which page? तो वो जवाब देता है कि इतना याद रहेगा किस पेज में है. तो चेयरमैन को कह के सुन लिया, चेयरमैन को पहले ही हम बता दिए कि ये उत्तर ये होगा. तो whether reading original books, I am indebted to statistics because I got gold medal and topped because of statistics and econometrics. And I always learned from Amarendra Mishra ji, from Arun Babu, wherever I got problem. Writing for the USA, I had gone to Arun Babu quarter and saw my things. So he saw it, it is good. Some correction he had done, and it is good. So learning by doing is not a joke. Learning by doing is reality, and that is the endogenous growth model. Internal factors are endogenous model. What is internal factors? Innovations, knowledge. Knowledge is called driver, real driver of long-term economic growth. And therefore, 3 economists in different time period got the Nobel Prize in economics, and our respected Professor Dr. Amarendra Mishra ji, and telling him that for the contribution of Dr. Devendra Mishra ji, and we all have spared some time for that purpose. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Just a minute, Dr. Priyadarshini. Verma ji, first let me thank you. It was a very nice and interesting lecture. I have some observations I want to share with you. Nowadays, you can't think of any economic theory or economics without statistics.
Yeah.
Because Barmaji, those days are gone when a scholar of his subject, of his branch, tells something and that becomes theory. People now do not accept that one unless that is supported by data.
Yeah.
the research nowadays are empirical research. Howsoever great you may be in your field, howsoever renowned you may be, howsoever great a scholar you may be of your subject, if what you are saying, if that is not supported by data, then nobody is there to accept that one. That would never take the form of theory. So this major change has come nowadays, that theoretical research is getting less and less importance, and empirical research is getting more and more importance. One more thing, you told that a statistician should come forward, they should do the statistical analysis of data, and they should reveal the fact of the society. But what I find nowadays, that people are misusing statistics. They torture, you say, data never say false. Data will tell you the true situation. But these are the statisticians, you say, or you may say the persons who do analysis. They torture data in such a way that they take out from those data whatever they want to take from there. So this is why I say that it is easy to lie with statistics, but it is easier to lie without statistics. Without data, you can lie, because if data is not supporting whatever you are saying, then people are not there to admit that. So one aspect is there, that statistics plays a very important role in all these things, but one aspect is there, and that is the correct use of a statistical analysis. Well, my observation, I may be wrong, but what I have seen, that most of the people, they are misusing data, and they get find from data analysis whatever they want to find from there. So economics are old days, Barmaji, now there is econometrics. Without econometrics, everywhere you will see that without statistics, you can't think of any research, you can't think of any analysis.
Nowadays, econometrics is considered to be economics, because economics itself is not sufficient to say anything. Therefore, econometrics things related to stochastic variable is there, deterministic variable is there. Most of the research work, the stochastic work is essence here, and that is the help of econometrics they can do. Right, sir?
Yes. So yes, sorry to interrupt.
No, sir, thank you for your remarks, sir. I would like to thank
Dr. Raman would like to tell something, to speak something. You may ask him.
Okay, so good evening to one and all. In fact, the lecture by Professor P.C. Verma on the topic endogenous and human resource capital is very interesting. In fact, here I would like to mention that I don't know whether the Professor P.C. Verma knows or not, but I was his student in Patna College, because I did my statistics honors from Patna College, and economics was my subsidiary. And since that time, I was very fan of him, and I like him the way he was teaching. Thank you, Professor Verma sir, for your inspiring and very mind-blowing lecture, and I hope everybody has enjoyed. In fact, I would like to share my experience about the statistics. That nowadays statistics is popular. Everybody is using it. But the major problem is that so far the data analysis is concerned, without to overcome that challenge, this Devendra Mishra Institute of Statistics was established. Nowadays, what is happening, everywhere the experienced teachers are lacking. Even most of the colleges, they don't have the well-qualified teachers, experienced teachers. It was the decision that we have to do something to create awareness. And what I feel that without the statistical knowledge or some basic concept of statistics, it will be always a problem. In fact, whenever I am teaching in the class, I always used to tell to my students that there are two important words in English, intention and attention. If we really understand these two words and theory behind that, then our life will be very beautiful. For example, if someone is giving me gift every day, somebody is every day appreciating me, then our opinion will be that yes, that person is very good because he is appreciating, he is giving me a gift. But what was the intention behind that? That is very, very challenging. But if we use some statistical technique to understand the intention behind the attention, then our life will be beautiful. And I think statistics is the only subject which can give us the idea or the tools or the technique to understand the intention behind the attention. If once we understand it, then definitely we will be free from major problems of the world. That's nowadays happening. And what sir is telling that with statistics we can easily lie, and without it, it is more easier. Of course, that is true. So statistics is essential. And here I would like to pay my proper respect to my respected guide, Professor Amarendra Mishra sir. I feel always fortunate and lucky to have him as my teacher and supervisor. In fact, what I am today is due to his blessings and care. So this was my observation, and really it was very nice, and I hope we statisticians and researchers should join together regularly to discuss. At least we can share our experiences and do something for the betterment of the world, because knowledge is power, but it needs action. Thank you very much, sir.
So, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for your enlightening lecture on exogenous growth and the role of knowledge as human capital. So, your comprehensive analysis and insightful examples provided a deeper understanding of the intrinsic factor of empirical. Thank you very much, sir. So, now as we approach the conclusion of this memorable event, it is my honor to invite to the distinguished member of our academic fraternity, Professor Anchala Kumari ma'am, former HOD, Statistics Department, Patna University. She is a paragon of knowledge and wisdom whose guidance has illuminated the paths of many, and her presence today adds a significant depth to our proceedings, and her words will no doubt encapsulate the gratitude we all feel. I request Anchala ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Dr. P.C. Verma ji, former HOD and University Professor of Economics, Patna College, Patna University. Just now, Professor Arun Kumar Sinha has also joined. So, Professor Arun Kumar Sinha ji, former Vice Chancellor, Patna University. Professor Amarendra Mishra, Director, DMIS, DMIS, Dr. R.S. Mishra, Assistant Professor, Assam University, Mr. Ajit Kumar Sinha, Managing Director, DMIS, all members, DMIS, and participants. It is my great privilege and honor to propose vote of thanks to all the distinguished guests and friends present over here. First of all, I would like to pay my heartfelt tributes to respected Professor Devendra Mishra, Devendra Mishra ji, who on this very day, 19 years ago, left us for his heavenly abode. Sat Naman to divine soul. Already, Ajit ji have described on the contribution of Professor Mishra by presenting the life sketch of Professor Mishra. Here only 1, 2, 3 words I would like to say. Professor D. Mishra, no doubt, was an eminent professor of statistics, a great scholar, strict administrator, and a man of distinguished personality who always tried to live for others. He was not only the teacher, but a mentor, a guardian who always taught his students to walk on the right path. He was a role model for all of us, and I hope he will be always a role model for the coming generation. Today, and again, I would like to say that his way of teaching was so simple, was so elegant, and motivational, inspirational, so that it has direct effect on the students. Today, on this occasion, we got an opportunity to listen a wonderful and insightful lecture by Professor P.C. Verma ji. He focused, he lighted on various aspects on his lecture, endogenous growth and role of knowledge as human capital. What is human capital? What is endogenous growth? He discussed everything very nicely. And he also pointed out that how the proper training can improve the human capital, and in turn how it can increase the growth of the economy, how it can increase the productivity, how it can increase the growth of economy. On behalf of all the members of DMIS, myself, and all the members of DMIS organizing committee and members of DMIS and myself, from the bottom of my heart, I extend my sincere thanks to you, sir, for sharing your valuable time and gracing the occasion by your interesting and illuminating talk. I also feel proud to thank Dr. R.S. Mishra for sharing some of his views on his application of statistics. I wish him success in all his endeavors. It is my bounden duty to thank Professor Amarendra Mishra, the main host of this memorial lecture. While acknowledging my thanks, while Why I find my vocabulary full, exhausted, while extending my deep sense of appreciation to him. I don't know what to say about him. He doesn't need any introduction. In one word, I will say that he is gem of statistics. He is eminent professor, a great scholar, and not only that, he is also a writer, great writer. He has written so many books in statistics. He has authored so many books in statistics. The important books are like Objective of Statistics and to me, I am always inspired by him, and I couldn't get any opportunity to be taught by him, but always I could learn a lot of things from him, and I always inspired by him. Even today, he is trying his best to make the statistics popular by delivering online lectures on various important topics of the statistics. The students and teachers can be very much benefited by these lectures. I have always been I express my deep sense of gratitude to you, sir, for organizing this inspirational and motivational seminar. I also acknowledge my sincere thanks to Ajit Ji for presenting some glimpses of Professor Mishra's life, also for his support and cooperation for making today's function a great success. I deem it honor to thank all members DMIS and participants for their valuable presence and for the operation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We find ourselves at the end of a journey through the life and legacy of a soul whose memory we have gathered to honor. May the wisdom imparted today resonate with our actions and continue to inspire us in the days to come. Thank you one and all for being a part of this memorable evening. Now, with your permission, sir, I think the program is over now.
And my thanks to Dr. Mishra for managing the whole affair so nicely. She is Assistant Professor of Computer Science at Patna Women's College. She has been my student. She is MCA and MSc in Statistics. She has been a very brilliant student of statistics. So, thank you very much, Dr. Priyadashini, for conducting so nicely. And Verma ji, really, from the bottom of my heart, I express my thankfulness, not only myself, but all the members, all the persons of statistics. They are very grateful to you for delivering such nice, informative and interesting lecture. So we would make what we do usually, that we make YouTube videos for such lectures and we put it on YouTube. So